man. This crew called Hoop Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoop Jargon.
Man, I'm here with my man with Hoop Jargon, the best in the game, man. And you know I only let selected few in my circle. And this is a real dude right here. We gonna get down with the get down.
Man, shout out to Hoop Jargon, man. Shout out to y'all tuning in today, man. We're going to have a quick show. I ain't going to take too much of your time up, man, but happy Monday to all you guys out there listening. And we're going to talk about this breaking news that has taken place with Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and your boy Anthony Davis coming together, having a little powwow, and saying they're going to figure it out. Now, as we know, in the media, there's been a lot of conjecture about LeBron James's fractured relationship, or so the, quote unquote, fractured relationship with Russell Westbrook. And I think it's just a way to quell those things going on. I think, in my opinion, that Russell Westbrook would not be a part of the long-term doings of the Los Angeles Lakers. But this is a way to kind of save face. This is a kind of way to have some semblance of a unified front, as it were. And so I'm going to address this because, again, man, your boy Hoop is not – I'm sorry, man. You can't fool Coach Patrick, in the words of Coach Patrick, because when I hear this storyline, my first line thinking is, sound like Cap to me, man. Y'all see the titles going on. And again, I always like to set the backdrop properly, man. I am not Johnny come lately on these subject matters, on this subject matter, rather. And I'm going to share screen one of my videos that me and my guy Between the Game Sports did. And we talked about this damn near a year ago to the day. We're almost 2 weeks out, but last year, July 29th. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to that beautiful bean footage because, ladies and gentlemen, I do not cheat you on this content, man. My opinions I come to, they're well thought out. Doesn't mean all of them going to be right. But let's go to the footage because I want to talk about this. Before I even go that far, let's show the actual, the information they put out, that Bleacher Report via Chris Haynes put out himself, so that it just shows all three guys have expressed interest to make it work. Darvin Ham has put this information to the forefront about making it work. So let's just see how that actually plays out. And again, this video won't be super long. I just want to put this out because I'm a Lakers fan, guys, and I hate to be this guy to poo-poo on this. But this is Cap to me. This is Cap, man. You won't be able to make this work. But again, so I want y'all to see the date on this. The date I made this video, July 29th of 2021. So again, I'm not Johnny come lately, but let's go ahead and listen in a little bit so we can get some game for myself a year younger.
The corner. Can't really cut because LeBron likes to drive, and then you have AD. If we can figure him out to get him on the block more and stop fading away to this.
Shots in Between the Game Sports.
So that may be able to happen when you have Russ cutting on the back door or something like that. But him being so ball dominant over the years, I don't see it happening. And I know your love.
So again, we'll just break it down, man. Unless he gonna cut off ball, which we've never seen Westbrook do, he doesn't see it happening. No hating. Me, I'm more opinionated. If you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you know how I am. But Will's more subdued. He's more just, sit back and wait and watch it happen. I'm more like, the boxes don't check. Nah, it ain't gonna work. But let's keep going.
For Russell Westbrook has got you going right now. So, how you feeling about this situation?
Man, listen. Look at me. This before Russell Westbrook played a single minute for my Lakers. This is my reaction before he played a single minute. So again, this is not me coming after the fact and beating my chest. This was before I even seen it.
I respect Russell Westbrook as an athlete. I think Russell Westbrook is an exceptional talent. Mm-hmm. I think Russell Westbrook is probably the most athletic point guard we've ever seen. But
John Morant kind of stepped into that one. But I mean, I still stand by that for the most part.
For the D Rose injury, or after the D Rose injury.
D Rose too.
Yeah, D Rose is probably the most.
Yeah.
I can't get over his IQ, man. I can't get over it.
At the time, everybody saying, "Oh, you hating on the black man. You hating on." listen, man. Russell Westbrook's basketball IQ is just low, man. It just is. All right, let's keep going. I don't want to shit on Russ like that. I want to talk about the whole dynamic.
When I see him fold in meaningful times and meaningful areas, and it's not because he's scared of the moment. It ain't because of that. He just has the mentality to run through the wall. Like he's what you call like a fastball pitcher. Mm-hmm. All he got is the heavy stuff.
Shout out to Randy Johnson.
He got nothing off speed. And I like point guards. Well, I like players, especially point guards who have a second gear. And I just not
address the comment, man. Salute to my new consistent patron, man. My guy Jared Schleier. Schleier, man. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that correctly, brother. I hate to do you like that, but he said even right back to you, my guy, man. I appreciate you for patronizing the page, man. NBA Daily in the building. My boy, Between the Game Sports. He's he went from Bruce Wayne to Batman right now. My boy Will is in Batman mode. Shout out to Will. So all right, let's get back to this video.
Oh man, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I remember what was that? That was 2 years ago in the book.
FYF, hey man, you my guy. You told me to stop the cap. You know, you've already said I was right, so I'm not gonna dogpile on you. But yeah, and that's the problem I have with these takes. It's stats. Who gives a shit? The fit doesn't match. And it's not going to match again because they said they had a three-way phone call conversation like they in sixth grade. Shout out to the sixth grade three-way phone call conversation. We had to call the girl using another girl so you can talk to the girl you like so y'all can talk on three-way. But let's get back to the subject matter.
Oh, man. What was that? The Rockets was getting throttled by, what was it, OKC or OKC, the Lakers, whoever, and then they was losing my life. And then Russ said something to somebody like, y'all better switch.
Oh my God, I remember that so much. And what he's talking about is when the Rockets played the Lakers in the bubble, and the Lakers were just pummeling the Rockets. They're down like 20, and Russell Westbrook talking about the dude couldn't guard him. You better switch. And everybody just dying laughing because it's like, dude, the game been over. But again, poor awareness and low basketball IQ. That's just kind of apropos of what my indictment was of him. And that's just, it is what it is. All right, so you back in Bruce Wayne mode. I thought I was on the right. Players mess up. All right, let's keep it rolling.
And I'm like, dude, you're down 40.
I do remember that.
Who was it, dude?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I want to say the Thunder.
I remember that. Yeah, I think it was the Thunder because they played Chris Paul. That's his mentality.
Oh, it was good Thunder. My apologies.
Switch to what? Like for what?
No, he actually did it twice. Yeah, he did it twice. Yeah, that same series because he played the Thunder first. They beat the Thunder in 7 games, and then he did similar against the Lakers. Yeah, that's what happened.
You about to get eliminated, dude. Why are we switching? It doesn't matter.
But that's how he thinks basketball.
Yeah,
it's about winning my matchup, and I use a classic Ricky Rubio example.
Anybody debate me on this? Y'all know, some of y'all know I had this back and forth with this content creator named Joy D'Angelo. Very beautiful girl. She's a ardent Russell Westbrook fan, and I came with the facts, and she was trying to, it was her platforms, whatever. She's over talking me, and I just bowed out the conversation. But for the Joy D'Angelo of the world and the Westbrook lovers, these are just facts, man. And I don't want to pick on her, but I just want to reference things because these kind of narratives go out. And she was saying, "Oh, that's old. Everybody talk about that." Yeah, it's old, but it's relevant. So let me continue.
When they got their ass whipped by the Jazz, and Rubio hit him for 30. In the press conference, he was so agitated, and not because necessarily they lost. Not saying he don't care about losing. He was mad about Rubio hitting for 30. His commentary was that he gonna go and shut him down next game. I'm like, dude, Rubio is not gonna go for 30 again, dog.
Yeah,
not in his game.
I was definitely point guard.
I got you. I see you're new to the channel. I'm not familiar with your profile, but I will drop that link. And yeah, if you want to come defend Russ, please do. Please, we can do this. We can do this, sir. But if you want to come agree, that's fine too. So hold on for a little bit, and I'll drop that link, man. You can come speak your piece. Shout out to eBlack TV, man. Y'all go follow my boy. Congrats on 2K, running numbers up. I'm trying, man. Just a little something out here, man. Just a little something out here. I hate my voice too, man. I gotta push on, man. I mean, it is what it is, baby. It is what it is.
Come on, man. Let me get some of these comments, man. Keep these safe. Russell averaged 27, 7, and 7 with James Harden. Stop the cap. And they were 2 and out, and it was a bad brand of basketball they played. So yeah, he got his numbers. Russ gonna get his numbers.
Again, FYF, I ain't trying to pick on you, Lamont, but goddamn, who was right on this take? Just saying.
I mean, we know that, but as far as have a championship product, I vehemently disagree with that. You say Lamont may be drunk, man. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
So shout out to James Tyson co-signing Lamont because no, I was not drunk. I may have been drinking. Shout out to this video. What's the dude there, Mr. Turner? I've been drinking, but I ain't drunk. No, I know what I'm speaking about, man. So yeah, these comments didn't age well, but let us proceed.
Logan said Westbrook would be a very good player for the Lakers. He's very athletic. That would help a lot.
Oh yes, Rubio hit that ball for the 30-piece. Yes, he did. And Russell Westbrook, in his infinite basketball knowledge, goes go out and bust his ass in that game. No, dude. Rubio won't go for 30 again probably the rest of his career.
And he is good at playmaking. He's good at playmaking. Yes, he is. But to Will's point,
uh-oh. Can y'all hear me?
How good is he in a playmaking standpoint when the ball not in your hand?
And can I ask y'all to smash that like button, man, since we here? Since we 12 deep, can I ask y'all to do that? If you're new to the channel, can you hit that subscribe button? Can you help me out, man? And if you feel generous, man, you can take care of that Cash App or you can hit the Super Chat. I just got to put it out there, man. I'm a salesman. So you put the seed out there, and if you want to feed the seed, that's on you. I was waiting on your YouTube video, Jordan Poole getting the bag. Oh, he got a bag? Oh, shit. All right, so yeah, these news things hit me late because I'll be in my little rabbit hole in my sales world, and I miss on some of this content. So I'm gonna check that out, and I probably will put something out on that.
Exactly. For an extended period, man. Like, so when have you seen Westbrook come off a curl, with precision? When you seen him, run a pin down correctly? Like he said, the ball's gonna be in his hand most of the time, and that's LeBron's job. And so inversely, when you see LeBron do those things consistently, so. I have a lot,
and I think I missed the defensive aspect about this. I'm not gonna play this whole video because it's a 40-minute video, but I think we may have missed the defensive aspect, which is a very big part of why this shit ain't gonna work.
A lot of questions about that pairing.
It's gonna be interesting to see Frank Vogel's mission, lineups with that. I don't know who they losing in the trade. I want to say Kuzma.
KCP and Trez, I believe.
KCP, so KCP.
And shout out to KCP, man. KCP has reinvented himself so many times over. He's made himself valuable in this league, man. So shout out to that brother.
Wasn't the best of shooters, but he was a shooter, and he was probably their most consistent shooter. But you trade that and you get Russ, okay, so who's going to play with that second unit?
Yeah, I guess the logic is you would want, maybe you kind of stagger them and you let Russ run the second unit a little more too. Yeah.
Now, and I just got off the stream with Between the Game Sports, and we said that maybe they'll implement that this year. But last year, that's what just me just speculating how it could possibly work. When we know, I think Russell Westbrook had a very much a come to Jesus meeting with himself of how he is not revered like he used to be. So I think maybe his ego has taken such a hit that maybe he is amenable to be in the second group. We shall see. But last year, as we know, that was a hell no. He wasn't trying to come off no bench for shit. And when Vogel benched his ass, we saw he did not take that well.
You got Taylor Horton-Tucker. I don't know if they're trying to get rid of him or not. But if the Lakers are trying to progress, they want to see him progressing as well. So I just don't see him being able to progress with Russell Westbrook as his point guard.
Name a point guard that progressed under Russell Westbrook. I'll wait. All right, FYF said it's over. Great players figured out. Lakers if healthy win the next season.
Man, I gotta say it, man. Stop the cap. Great players do not always figure it out, man. The Lakers of 04, anybody? Karl Malone, Shaq, Kobe, Gary Payton didn't figure it out. What's another team of Houston Rockets? Anybody of 1999? Barkley, Elijah Wan, Clyde Drexler. Does not always equate that, man. Does not always equate that. New York Knicks, anybody? Amari Stoudemire. Carmelo Anthony, Tyson Chandler. and that threw in Jason Kidd at one point. It does not always work out. But again, I like to be, so for those who just joined the stream, this is us from last year, me and Between the Game Sports doing this damn near to the day of last year, before, there's any real footage to see, when it just was a storyline. And I was like, nah. I was off rip. So again, I'm not coming in with the Johnny Come Lately takes. I give y'all my takes based on what I see in moment. And generally, I'm correct. Not all the time, but generally, I like to say I know what I'm talking about when it comes to basketball.
In theory, that sounds good. In theory, great players do figure it out. In theory. My question is, with two, three-way players, how well can you figure that out? Because I watched Lonzo, who was a three-way player, and I get it. He's not. I get it. Westbrook is way better than Lonzo Ball. I understand that. But you saw the
you know what? I can't even say it no more. I say Lonzo Ball better than Russell Westbrook. I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Conflict that it turned Lonzo into a stand-the-corner shooter. And if you notice, the first year, he struggled very bad with that role. Now he's fine because he perfected that shot. But who else got a broke jumper? Russell Westbrook. So,
boy, how broke is it, Hoop Jargon? You know what? I'm not gonna do that. But just in case you're wondering, shooting 31% from three, 67% from free throw, and like 40-something% from the field. Awful. Oh, and also not only that, shooting like 50-some% for layups and dunks. I'm just saying, man. How can that work with that team dynamic? How can it work? So I understand they're trying to reinvigorate some moxie to get the guys to come together and be on one unison, one accord. I mean, that shit sound nice. I just don't see it. So my opinion don't change from last year. It's the same opinion.
You relegate him to be a stand-the-corner shooter, boy. You got cold nights and cold days ahead.
Man, what happened to Russ? If I remember correctly, his earlier years before the MVP season, he was a pretty decent mid-range shooter and a pretty decent.
James Tyson, just let him see. Yeah, what we waiting to see, bro? I ain't gonna lie, I'm petty, man. And I like being right. Even though I know I won't be right most times, but I like being right. Yeah, let them see, bro. Tell me how that worked out for you.
Free throw shooter, like what happened from that time he left the Thunder to now? The dude can't. If I remember correctly, he was shooting about 82 or 85% from free throw line at one point in his career.
Hey, man! Shout out to Delonte West, man. I ain't gonna hold that, man. But yeah, Delonte West is having a lot of personal problems. It's like every time he gets help, he takes a step back, man. But salute to him, man. I hope he figures that out, man.
I think he's losing focus or something. It has to be something because if you remember, like James Harden, how he got so bad at defense. He was fine on defensive end for OKC. So it's almost like when you exert so much on the surface.
I'm glad I let these comments pop up on the screen, even though I don't agree with them, because it's great reference material for later. So, James Tyson, if you still follow the channel, thank you so much for the content, bro.
Certain aspect of your game, you let the other part go because maybe you're not as focused in that capacity. Maybe I'm just guessing. I can't, I can't answer a question for Russell Westbrook. But from a speculatory standpoint, that's all I can really say.
I would love to see the Lakers go ahead and get Buddy Hield.
That boy, you said a mouthful. Now that would have been the move. If we got Buddy Hield, life would have changed for us because that is a high clip, high level shooter. Because we chasing names though. Buddy Hield was to be gotten, and we went for Russell Westbrook, which does not fit what we do. And we paid the consequences, and we're gonna pay the consequences potentially another year.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
I would prefer that to happen because even though Buddy Hield has never played with the caliber of a LeBron James or a
sub in the building. What up, sub?
That's an understatement.
I think Buddy Hield is a solid player. He's shown ability that he had.
Man, listen, man. Y'all sub to me in Between the Game Sports, man. You getting that knowledge kicked to you like very few on this platform can do. So when everybody was so super optimistic about Westbrook, me and Will kept it for real with y'all. That kind of rhyme. Me and Will kept it for real. We kept it for real with y'all. We're not gonna be prisoners of the moment, prisoners of the headline, not haters, just calling like we see it. Come on, man. That gotta be worth a like. If you ain't hit the like, but that gotta be something. That gotta be worth at least a $2 cash app or something. $2 super chat or something. We giving y'all that real, man. We've been doing that. And I think my channel wasn't even monetized yet. I know Will's wasn't. So we gave you this free game back in the day.
College to do the same thing in the NBA. I think he's just a solid player. He'd be a great pickup for the Lakers. Gotten better at creating his own shot.
All right, let me address this comment from my guy Jared, man. Appreciate you once again, bro. I said I don't think I've ever seen Westbrook be decent when it came to his mid-range game. He was never a three-point shooter. To be honest, not sure why. Besides his size, he is a point guard. Yeah, I think Westbrook had that little Sonic the Hedgehog pull up at the elbow mid-range jumper that it was pretty serviceable for him at one point. So maybe that's what Will is lamenting to. But overall, yeah, I just think he's a horrible shooter overall. I mean, like you said, three-point. I mean, again, I don't want to shit on Westbrook on this. I gave him his work last stream. But yeah, his three-point shooting is abysmal. So yeah, won't nobody ever do that. Between the Game Sports says for real, send that money to my guy who, hey man, listen. We like cash apps and super chats over here. Because if people on this stream, y'all know I go to y'all channel and I make it rain on y'all a little bit. So y'all know I ain't cap over here. And shout again to my boy E Black, man. And y'all go sub to my unofficial co-host, Angry Man, aka Sub-Zero. Hey, so yeah, them people's on your ass on in the comment section on that last video. When you get a chance, go check it out. That's the fun thing about YouTube, man. So many personalities, people perceive in certain ways, so it's real fun to do. I gotta say, man. So if you get your cojones intact, if you can take scrutiny, man, this is a great platform to share your thoughts, man, because you do get pushback and it's hilarious.
Not a Bradley Beal type of dude, but he can create a shot a little bit, but he's a hell of a catch and shoot guy. So what do you need playing with the Lakers? You need somebody that can catch and shoot.
Yep. He can play defense. Yeah, no, he's perfect. He's a perfect fit. So, but he's just not the bigger name. Of course, I mean, you know how people go. You want the bigger name, but as far as fit, I mean, Buddy Hill makes sense to me. Kidder Pay say, when you take the year off from being a Lakers fan to quality, hey, man, I'm gonna be a solid fan, man. That's gonna be, oh my God. And you know what? Here's the thing. It's the fans that.
All right, so I'm glad you cleared that up. I'm glad you cleared that up. My boy E Black say, in my opinion, Westbrook is expected to have more injuries. He's been more adorable. Oh shit. Than anything else. However, he hasn't been he hasn't used the offseason to up his game. But my guy, you know, that was a faux pas on his part. That's funny. It said durable though. I'm sorry, I said adorable. That's pretty funny. All right, so let me do about another minute of this, and then I'll open the panel, man. We'll go for about 30 minutes, no more, because I got some stuff to do. So let's talk about it, man.
You come with Westbrook. But y'all some funny people, man. Y'all Westbrook heads, y'all hilarious, man. I won't go too far into this, but I've never seen a faction of fans that make so many excuses for such a high level player of failing rather, and being.
I stand corrected, LeBron James fans. Y'all got the title,
the leader. So I just I'm good. I'm good if that doesn't take place. You know, I live in LA, so even if I'm gonna take the year off as a fan, I'm still gonna go to the games. I mean, it's right up the street, but yeah. I don't want to think about it.
Now, I'm going to call myself on the whole cap. I did not go to the games, but I would go to bars close to the crypto.com arena to watch the game. But nah, yeah, nope. Oh, man. Damn, FYF, I caught you the net again, bro. FYF Sports says, Hoop Jargon, go look at Russell Westbrook clutch numbers. He was first in the NBA in field goal percentage and efficiency in the fourth quarter. That's a fake narrative about Russ.
Hoop Jargon, go look at Russell Westbrook clutch numbers. He was first in the NBA in field goal percentage and efficiency in the fourth quarter. That's a fake narrative about Russ.
Goddamn, boy.
So I don't argue with you shit. I'm about closing series out, playing smart basketball.
Because if we remember properly, Russell Westbrook was taken out of games by Frank Vogel because of what? Lack of clutch performances. Lack of being able to be even on the floor. Y'all remember this? Frank Vogel, I'm playing the guys I thought were going to win the game. Tell me more about his clutch prowess. God damn, I hate being right. Damn, I hate being right. Shit.
So, I mean, you can go and use that.
Them pesky facts.
To trying to reverse engineer history. But, I mean, we've all seen it play out. with him losing his head at bad times and costing his team crucial games. So, I mean, if you want to throw that out there, I'm assuming you're right. However, that doesn't change what we've seen his whole career. Go ahead, Will.
Clutch numbers is I hate the way they calculate that, but because
I'm gonna drop that link, man. So
making
if
a bucket
the buddy
or
in
go
the
ahead
chat,
bucket within the last 5 minutes of
I'm gonna drop that link, man.
Something like that.
Don't speak your mind.
But let's count for the first 7 minutes of that fourth quarter, man. Russell Westbrook has some of the worst fourth quarter IQ I've ever seen in a player.
Shout out to Frank Vogel. We giving you this gospel a year ago. It's a year ago without even seeing him play a second for the Lakers. Is this not how he played out for him? Come on, y'all. Show some respect, man. God damn.
And there's a difference in having a first quarter IQ and a difference in having a fourth quarter IQ. I've seen him too many times take contested threes.
And I really hope, man. Listen, man, I don't begrudge nobody who likes Russell Westbrook. I just, he ain't for me. But I'm not going to hate on the man that he's not a great talent. I'll never take that away from that man. He's a former MVP. He's a top 75 player. That can't be changed. But boy, from a winning standpoint, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
Early in the shot clock in the fourth quarter when they're up 5 or 6 points, bad drives, bad turnovers.
Horrible turnovers.
Stuff. Yeah, just stupid stuff. So you got to watch.
Speaking of turnovers, man, it's like it's prophecy. Everything we drop is prophecy. Hold on, let me take this comment down so y'all can see the graphic, man. This is not made up stuff. Hoop Jargon and Between the Game Sports, we didn't sit down and make this up. 185 made turnovers. I'm sorry, 185 turnovers, 111 made jumpers. This is your boy. We're not making this up. He making it up with his performance. Just saying, bro. God damn, just saying.
Watch the whole game, man. I'm an eye test type of person, so that clutch numbers thing is can be misconstrued in my opinion. I don't really like the way the NBA does that the last 5 minutes of a go-ahead bucket, this and that, but let's count the first 7 minutes.
I look at the whole.
Oh Lord, James Tyson, man, why you put yourself on the cross like that, man? Man, it's like Pontius Pilate called you up and you just threw yourself on this cross, man. You give me this great material. My guy says Russell Westbrook is the point guard version of Giannis. This guy can help any squad. Y'all dudes literally talking like he's not finna go play with LeBron James and the Lakers. Tell me how that worked out for you, my boy. Tell me how that take worked out for you, my boy. God damn, I hate being right. Shit. Tell me how that worked out for you, my boy. I'm gonna let Russ sit down and tell you. What you gotta say, Russ? Damn, Russ said no comment. He ain't got nothing for you. Boy, I hate being right. Damn, I wish I was wrong. I want to be wrong so bad so you can be right, bro. But damn, not today, man. Not today. Good Lord, we were right on the money. I mean, we were right on the money, and I forgot some of these side takes we had. Shit.
This guy can help any squad. Y'all dudes literally talking like nothing.
Maybe the Toon Squad, because, you know, Space Jam 2 ain't do so well, so maybe they put Westbrook on the Toon Squad. Maybe he could have helped him out. Let me stop. I'm trolling. Let me stop.
Trying to go play with LeBron and the Lakers. I guess Hoop Jargon, man, his connection disconnected for a little bit. So, man, I ain't got no problem with Russ, man. It'd be interesting to see him go over there and, you know, play with LeBron. But again, he's still gonna have to take a back seat.
I love this comment. Hold on. I like this comment. Russell is a floor raiser, not a ceiling raiser. And by that he means whatever the capacity is, he can help elevate that level, but he can't take you to a next level. I like that. Even though I don't even agree with that. I like that assessment though. That's a hell of a quote. Salute to you on that, I really hope. That's dope.
Ball dominant category. So what is Russ gonna be able to do? He can't shoot. He has terrible IQ in the fourth quarter.
And the first through third quarters too.
We'll wait and see if Hoop Jargon get back on. His connection gone.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's back when I had that struggle with laptop situation. See if I can go forward.
I'm back.
We shall see. Boy, your connection's shaky, boy.
Nah, my phone overheated.
Oh damn! Shout out to the old phone
doing the stream.
I gotta stop it, man. Shout out to the old phone overheat days. Hey, StreamYard has gotten together because StreamYard had like a lot of technical difficulties back in the gap. Somebody call you or knock you off, your phone will overheat. So shout out to them for figuring the damn technology out.
My apologies, guys. Let me catch up. Man, shout out to my guy, Little Big Nate, man. Big boy out there in the black nanosphere, man. Thank you for tuning in, bro. We're gonna try to lace you down a little bit. Let me get caught up with these comments. Sorry, guys. But hey, we build as we fly over here. Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. All right, let's see. Yeah, bro. It ain't.
Let's see. God, boy, FYF, man, you just keep jumping into that. You know how like mosquitoes jump into the light and they just keep dying over and over. Like, bruh, you just doubling, tripling down on wrong. FYF Sports says, sounds like you guys are trying to convince yourself that it won't work. It's over, my guy. The only thing you said right was it's over because this shit was over. Man, hashtag damn, I hate being right.
Yeah, it ain't about that at all.
Yeah, I don't have a team to cheer for. I just like to watch the game. I can care less if it works out or not, man. But as I know, there's plenty of Laker fans in the world. They are very concerned about that right now, and
rightfully so.
One of them is your host.
I'm Laker fans. I'm Laker fans, bruh. Man, listen, dog. Again, I'm not on here to say Russell Westbrook ain't a great player because he is. I'm not gonna say he won't be one of the top whatever players when it's all shook out. I ain't taking nothing away from that man. What I do is he plays a dumb brand of basketball, especially when it matters, and I don't want him on my team. Point. And exclamation point, period, semicolon, all that. No, I don't want it.
And I'm gonna leave it right there, man. Because the whole sentiment, and that's why I call this whole situation cap. This whole situation is cap, bro. You can powwow, you can paw wall, you can do the south side. At the end of the day, this little powwow y'all trying to do, I'm going to concede on y'all, man. That sounds nice. But my logic is because the pieces don't fit, man. Shout out to my guy E-Black TV. E-Black, what's up, man?
What's going on, my guy?
Good to have you, bro, man. What you got to inject on the conversation, man?
Man, you really hitting it on the head, man. No homo, I really like this analogy or analyst of the situation. I think you were spot on a year ago, and I think you're still spot on now. There's deficiencies within his game. The thing is the off season, right? If they had a conversation and they presented their roles, could there be a potential that they may get it right this year?
That's my new favorite gift right there. Listen, E-Black, man. Listen, man. In a perfect world, I would love this to work out because why? I'm a Lakers fan. I want them to win. But I'm a realist. This doesn't make sense. It don't make sense, man. It's just now the only way it can make sense if Russell Westbrook does, and I would give him so much credit, and I would be like, I was wrong about his cerebral cortex. I was wrong about his basketball IQ. If Russell Westbrook switches his game up so much so that he redefines himself and becomes a defender, a facilitator, and an off-ball shooter, you know what? Well, I mean, he's always been a facilitator, but not like in a smart fashion, in my opinion. But if he switches that up, I'll be like, you know what? Goddamn, I misjudged you, bro. I misjudged you. And I will take that fat L that I did not do him right by him by assessing him properly. I doubt it. But if he does that, E-Black, I will do a mea culpa, and I will admit that I was wrong.
Well, I think it's also a thing about AD's health too. Let's be honest. There was a lot of mismatch lineups for the Lakers this year.
That's facts.
So I mean, we're fifth place is a good place for the Lakers, but missing the playoffs is not acceptable.
Agreed.
For this caliber of a team. But fifth or sixth place in the playoffs against, say, Minnesota, maybe even I'll give them the Grizzlies if they fall off, if they don't make another jump. So in the Western Conference, 5th or 6th place with LeBron in the playoffs, it's a tough task. Yep. So like I said, it's all dependent on. I will say it's about health plus accepting roles. They've potentially accepted their roles in the offseason. Now it's about the full regular season, them being and maintaining health. But I will tell you the secret about health, Hoop. A bench.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Healthy teams have benches. People that, where you don't have to rely on your starters. And, we're even now at the point of talking about Steph Curry paying, 32 minutes? 34 minutes?
Yeah. You got to preserve that life, man.
I remember they were talking about that with LeBron in Miami. They were like, look, he can't come out here for 40, 42, 39 minutes a game. He has to sit down, but he had Wade to back him up, and Bosh stood up. Even Chambers, and you had a second lineup that could potentially beat a Sacramento.
Yeah, the second unit alone could probably beat a lower tier team. Yeah, to your point, yeah. I mean, that's the Warriors have been really good at over the years. And you mentioned earlier about reducing minutes. That's what the Spurs did. Spurs actually started taking Manu's, Parker's, and Tim Duncan's minutes way down. I think at one point they were averaging about 28 minutes a game, which is kind of unprecedented for like star level talent guys. But Pop extended them probably out, especially Duncan, another 2 years by preserving their bodies. So yeah, man, it's a lot to be said about that. And I just think that we don't have the cap to. Russell Westbrook makes $47 million this year. We don't have the cap to put a bench together like we probably should, and we got a rookie head coach. It's a little rough, man. It's just a little rough. So to bring it back to the subject matter at hand, that powwow, that's cool. And it's almost like admitting you have a problem. So it's good at least they on stage one that, okay, we got a problem. Let's address it. That's cool. But then secondly, you got the implementation standpoint. And I just don't think we got what you just mentioned, we don't have the depth or the overall talent to, after we admit it's a problem, to address the problem. And I think that's generally our biggest issue with this, the storylines coming out, because it's not really going to lead to anything, in my opinion, because it's like let me put it this way. The worst team in college basketball goes into practice every day like, let's go, guys. All right, man. We going let's keep our heads up. Let's work hard and blah, 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 blah. Literally the worst team in college basketball says shit like that. So lip service is cool, but what you doing though? And I don't see this working out because the personnel is just so jacked up.
Yeah, I agree. And even I was surprised they gave up Mike McCullough, right? Like I thought, he's like a baby Mark Price. Like, give it, like, even like he reminds me of a lot of Jeremy Lin. Just like I don't see this on the roster of the Lakers. I don't see the youth, the inspiration, the kind of, like, I understand they're kind of waiting for the cake to come out to say, okay, well, this is upside down cake. Oh, this is a chocolate cake. Oh, we can
like that analogy. I like that.
It's like, they're waiting to see what happens in the game, but it's like, as of now, I don't see exactly what their direction is, because let's just be honest, LeBron is getting older. I was looking at some highlights of LeBron on YouTube the other day. I was like, man, I remember old LeBron.
LeBron old as shit, bro. He's 38. He's about to be 38 just like me, bro. Me on a basketball court is a sad case. So even though he done put $millions in his body, he's staying up to par. It's a sad case, bro. Your body just ain't what it used to be, dog. And I know, even though he's optimum shape per se, he ain't nothing what he used to be. You can see it, and me and Will talk about this on the stream with that little stiff ass deep 3-point little shoulder shake three he got, bruh. That's the most unathletic shit I've seen in my life. It's like some shit the old school old head at the court hit you with. Just like, damn, you hit that shit
from the top of the key. From the top of the key.
Yeah. That shit LeBron on right now, bro.
Weak ass move.
It's horrible. Go ahead, man. What you got, man?
Nothing, man. I'm just dropping through before I lay my head down, man. What up, Black man? Love your show, man, that you got going on over there, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Like I'll be trying to catch y'all live, but y'all be all over the place. But I always try to leave a like whenever I see the video pop up.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I know people be busy. Everybody got their own lives, man. But yeah, man, it's funny, man, going back and then rewatching that episode we did last year and how all that stuff has come to fruition. Like, it's really, really crazy that we pretty much were like 99.9% correct on all of that.
But let's be fair, you guys did have Russell Westbrook as the topic. You know, I will be a self-admitted Russell Westbrook fan, right? You know, UCLA, Cali teams. You know, I want to see them come up. My thing, like when I mentioned in the comments, was I did not think that his athletic style would last. He surpassed every single expectation and as far as his health. Like, he had that 1 year where he got messed up with Patrick Beverly. Yeah, but that was purposely. But other than that, he's been relatively healthy as an athletic 2-guard, 1-guard. I mean, that's unheard of. You know, I don't know what injuries he has now. I'm pretty sure he has some, like, you know, but he doesn't have anything major to where he's missing games. So
yeah, I mean, that's one thing about him. He's available. That's the damn thing. The best asset always has been, you know, availability. I go back as far as, and I've said this many times. I think what ruined Russell Westbrook was when Derrick Rose won the MVP. He's looking at himself like, man, I'm that same type of explosive guard. I'm that same type of caliber. I have that same type of speed. And I think Russ just kind of took it to his head, and him being healthy for most of his career never allowed him to sit back and actually learn the game. If you watch Derrick Rose now compared to when he was younger, he's much more cerebral.
I'll give you another one. Ray Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ray Allen was like more like Kobe when he first started. And then he turned it to a way different. He turned to Rip Hamilton at the end of his career. Yeah, damn, I like that.
And that's the guy. And like I said, you have to make that switch. I've seen it in a lot of different players that don't make the switch. And he's been blessed to be able to just maintain. I think the triple doubles have really extended his career more than anything else.
In who career?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, from a perception standpoint, yeah, I think people overvalue a triple double. Because, and as we talked about last stream, guys like Lance Stevenson getting triple doubles. Draymond Green get poor man triple doubles. I'm like, that doesn't enamor me. Your proficiency means more, and here's what I mean by that. So you have player A who is 20, 10, and 10, right? Let's say he has mixed results of winning, mixed results of clutch performance, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Does that make him better than a guy who's more proficient and efficient, averaging 18, 6, and 6, but getting better results on the court? So does the raw number of a triple-double just trump that just because it's triple-double? Or does the actual results of how it translates to winning basketball, does that matter? I think a lot of people miss that point, and that's why over the years, triple-doubles have kind of gotten more cachet than it should have.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. I agree. I think triple doubles have become more like, I think with fouls and poor man rebounds. I think triple doubles definitely have become overrated.
What do you mean by poor man rebounds? Explain. I know what you're saying, but I want you to explain that.
Rebounding off a layup, the classic big man that can't make a shot. He rebound his own shot, and then he, not only that, off of foul attempts. You give 38 minutes. You got to understand most YMCA games are 30 minutes. These players are playing for 48 minutes. So that with an extra quarter, you have the more opportunity to just get a quarter's worth of stats to most regular players. So I think when I say that, that's what I think Russell Westbrook gets. He gets those poor man stats, and
and I'll say this. I just said this on the stream that we just did, and I won't say. I call it the de-evolution of the game. Most folks will call it the evolution of the game, but I would say it's more of a de-evolution. You have the way the game is played now. You have more pick and pop. You have more than what you used to have with pick and roll. So who is left to get the rebounds when the three is, which is highly shot at this, this era? Who is left to get the rebound when the bigs are the ones that shooting the deep threes? It's the guards. The guards like a Russell Westbrook who's underneath the goal. Or you see where defenses now are not sending transition defense is more important than going to get an offensive rebound. So who is left to get these rebounds? They're the guards. So this is why you see more and more. This is why Trae Young can go out and get a triple-double. Trae Young is a terrible rebounder. He has no business rebounding, but he can go out and get a triple-double. You see Luka getting there. He's definitely one of those guys that gets those a lot of missed layups and he gets a rebound off of that. What you were saying. Luka is one of those guys.
I'll repeat this more nefariously speaking. When guys like Steven Adams would box out and intentionally let Russell Westbrook get the rebound.
Exactly.
Steven Adams has no ego. He doesn't care about shit like that. He cares about, this dude he's a different kind of dude, man. He a dude strong as hell, ain't got a single muscle on him, ain't got no ego. He's just a different guy. So he's willing to give up, his body for the betterment of the team, and also the ascension of Russell Westbrook. He's a selfless guy in short version.
Mm-hmm.
Russ benefited from that shit too. A dude's boxing out, literally let you just get the rebound just because the guy's just like, man, I don't care about that. I just want to play hard and get paid.
So who is that on the Lakers right now? I had to think about it. Like, I don't think the Lakers really have that guy that is that selfless.
Damn sure ain't LeBron.
No.
AD wants to be that guy. AD is in my opinion, I'll let you go, Will. AD to me is a personal identity crisis. That's AD's nature. AD's nature is kipping. But AD.
Well, they did pick up Juan Toscano Anderson.
Toscano Pizza? Yeah. Like Toscano Pizza. That's cool.
But he's still he's like 6'6", 6'7". So
I mean, it's like the league average in height, so it doesn't do nothing for me.
One is like he looked like a creative player for NBA Live, man.
Toscano Pizza.
Yeah. But like Black, you right, man. I don't know who they have as a selfless players. They had all those, so-called used to be superstars, but their ego was still there. I mean, Dwight tried.
It was Caruso.
Who?
Caruso was that guy.
The Carusos of the world. Who was that? Kuzma had to develop into that. He wanted to be a star, but he just had no other choice if he wanted to get on the court.
Shit, Lonzo was that guy. Lonzo was selfless.
Lonzo. Yeah, but like I said in my screen I just did, the Lakers got a cheap championship. At the end of the day, it's still a championship. I don't know if those guys will be who they are playing for the Lakers because it's just a different ball game with the media. Like I said, Caruso even admitted today that he didn't realize how much the Lakers are in the news until he left the Lakers.
Yeah. You think it's normal? That's all he knew was being a Laker.
Yeah.
Now you see you playing better ball on a worse franchise, quote unquote, and you're not getting a modicum of the other same, coverage as you did.
Yeah.
The machine is real, bro. That's when people say the Lakers ain't relevant. I'm like, since when? When? Even we had Swaggy P, Robert Sacre, fucking
Jordan Hill,
Ennis at the point guard. Just name some random slapnuts on the team. Like, he still was getting Sports Center, priority, bro. First take priority. First take priority.
Okay.
That ain't never changed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get out of here on this. I just don't know what the Lakers are gonna do. It's gonna be about another 4 years before they actually get good. Got to get rid of LeBron. Got to get rid of Russ. Anthony Davis, he can go to. I'm like you said. I think I'm done with that guy. So.
Well, the problem is the Lakers don't have the picks to really do that.
That's fair.
They have nothing.
They really have nothing, and if I was Jenny Buss, I would just sell the ship, like you say. We gonna suck until 2028.
That sounds nice. Playing for the Lakers. I mean, owning the Lakers. I don't think that the fans will take it so great.
But I mean, you can still sell jerseys. You can still sell crypto. It's one of those things. Like I said, I think the Lakers winning the championship in the bubble was probably the worst thing, but probably the best thing for them. But they're at that point this year and probably next year to where they have to say, okay, do we want to make this profitable? Because no matter what, there's still going to be an LA kid that want to wear yellow and purple, right? It's always going to be attractive, but you don't want to look over and you see Paul George and Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers, and then those kids growing up start saying, "Hey, I want to be on the Clippers because LeBron's still there waiting for his son."
Oh my God! If the Clippers win a championship before, oh my God! On LeBron's watch, he'll never hit the end of it.
No, and part of me just hopes it happens, and not because LeBron. I'm just sick of people like Nick Wright and all this shit talking about LeBron's one of the greatest Lakers already. I'm like, nigga, you won one championship and you won the greatest Lakers. Like, that's like a dude. That's like Carlos Correa going to the Yankees, winning a World Series this year. Carlos Correa, one of the greatest Yankees of all time. No.
Hell no.
No, not how it works with a franchise like that. No, but guys like this, right, they kind of make you go against logical shit. But what I will say is LeBron, he brought the Lakers championship and he will be forever remembered in Lakers lore. I'll give him that. But one of the greatest Lakers of all time, like, hell no. Shit, again, I'm so staunch on that shit. Paul Gasol is about to be retired. I'm like, hell no. No, you ain't doing nothing to retire your jersey.
Oh, man. All right, man, let me get out of here and make a job.
King C, good to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you, brother. Go ahead, Will. What you got, man, before you peace out?
No, that's it, man. I just wanted to bring my 2 cents in for a little bit, man. Dope topic as usual. So I'm going to holler at y'all next time.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yep.
So I got another 5-10 minutes of me eat black, man. What else you got, bro?
Man, I've been looking at Summer League and Summer League make you feel like man, what are these NBA GMs really doing with their players?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I realize they're playing against others, other G League wannabes. The guard play is overpowered. Mike McCullough for the Warriors is putting up highlight films, and I'm like, okay, well, can he defend? I don't see one defensive highlight.
Good luck with that with any of these dudes.
Yeah, so I'm really enjoying right now. This is probably one of the few off seasons that I've probably picked up on, because you have the Taco Fall, Chet Holman, you have, even more Mike McCullen. You have that. You have also the Europeans and OKC. You have a lot of storylines that I'm really interested in seeing. So I'm waiting to see what the league does with the G League in like 2 or 3 years, or if they're going to bring it to prime time for the summer.
I'm with that. I think this is one of the more intriguing summer leagues as well. You can throw in the situation of Charlotte with D'Angelo Ball.
Oh yes,
yeah, that's a really big storyline for those on that side of the world in the hoop world, because it's a huge following with the Ball kids. And D'Angelo is kind of, a lot of people have a lot of unrest. So yeah, in that capacity, yes, OKC, as you just nailed it. That's a great storyline to keep up with all that young talent. You know what? In some fashion, I'm rooting for that young little faction, man. I hope they figure that out, because that'd be a hell of a story for basketball. Having that young group of individuals did the right way, got rid of aging stars, and try to make something of it, man. So I do share your I share your
enthusiasm.
Lowercase enthusiasm.
Yeah, lowercase. Yeah, it's still a split between the WNBA All-Star game, but
oh my God, man, don't get me. Man, you know what's funny, man? The WNBA, man. Listen, we talking about some delusional fans, and I can't even call them fans because they delusional, but they not even like real fans. So it's women, and I'm about to take a sharp right turn on this, but they're taking a feminist angle to the shit. Like, you don't even watch the WNBA. Yeah. Well, we should have Brittany home because if she got paid what the NBA player got, then she wouldn't have to go over there. I'm like, listen, dude, the WNBA has never turned a profit ever. Mm-hmm. Around 20 plus years. You know that, LJ? Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. That's my other partner. E Black, you know that?
Yeah.
The WNBA has never turned a profit ever.
Yeah,
and I will. Go ahead.
No, and I would agree. It is definitely I don't want to call it. I don't want to minimize it as a pet project, but it is a project that is necessary in American sports. But I don't want to sit there and say, "Oh, they deserve X, Y, Z." Even my viewing of it, unless I watch a couple of, like, Candace Parker, I watch Tarazi, but they got to be matched up against high level talent that's like different, and that's if I'm catching them like flipping through everything else.
Bro, be honest.
No, I'm being honest. I'm a sports fan, man. Look, I watch table tennis. I watch pool, 9-ball. I watch football.
You proving your sports loyalty, sir.
Yeah, anything. Hey, if it's on ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNW, man, I'll fuck around and watch a couple of innings of softball.
Okay. Well, and here's why my opinion is as staunch as it is. Because I have a coach friend that I consult with. She coaches Division I basketball, high level. She even says WNBA players full of shit.
Yeah.
And she's coached players in the WNBA. So her opinion is not based on any bias whatsoever. It's based on her just straight up evaluation of what she sees.
Yeah. And when I speak of it, I speak of it as a consumer. I just say, hey, if it's sports on, I'm gonna watch it. However, I will say that I could see a certain mark, like do what the NBA used to do with the Lakers and Celtics. Put it on every Saturday.
Yeah, for real.
The best, every Saturday you saw 4 teams: the Knicks, the Celtics, the Lakers, and maybe another team. But every Saturday, ABC, CBS Sports, you saw the same 4 teams. Dude, follow that motto. I don't care. Match them up on Saturdays, or the days that are the highest viewing. Make better clips, It's not, to me, like, and not only that, I in fact, I in the WNBA, I'd say they need to start doing team stacking.
Yeah, something.
Teams, stack the teams. Put like 4 or 5 women that can dunk on one team and make a showtime.
Oh, I thought you said put some stack ladies on one team, like Skylar Diggins and Dee Richardson.
Yeah, I mean, but
the wrong kind of stacking you talking about.
But like you have to, for the most part, people want to be interested in storylines.
Yeah, narrative to sell the product. I agree with that.
And nobody really knows. Like I'm probably one of the, because like my family's from Tennessee. I'm one of the few people that knew, like, Candace Parker went to Chicago Sky. I was like, I know those little tidbits because I'm a sports fan, but not most people are going to follow along if they're not entertained with the product. So, they have to understand that they're come on now, you can't let a YouTube channel like eBlack TV out get views,
Man. Yeah. God damn. There you go, bro. I mean, I'm just honest, man. Like, so I know honesty is not always met favorably. Yeah. But it's okay. I say this all the time. I would die on that hill of honesty. And honesty is just not a great product. And the WNBA, I know the ladies feel insulted by this concept, but you may want to consider lowering the rims. I understand that it makes you feel less as a basketball player. Yeah, like Chris just said, lower the rims because it's going to have more impact success for you because obviously you guys just don't flow the same way men do. And it does lead to interest because, and which is funny is because they actually have smaller basketball, so it's not like it's a foreign concept. Yeah. Basketball is smaller for women, so it's like, what's wrong with the lower rims too? But I think the reason why is because ego. A lot of women don't want to feel like you're less than a man, and it's just like. But the irony is, if you feel like you're equal to men, you got to equal the performance for people to, respect on the same level. And that's like that little irony paradigm that's stuck in my opinion. And that's why I like the WNBA. They're just screwed, man. Like, all they're gonna do is just keep complaining, keep losing money.
You said lower the rims. It's funny. I went back into my day. You ever go to a gym and you be like, you pick up a ball and it's a girl ball.
Yeah. What is this Fisher Price thing I got in my hand?
like you'll get your shooting motion and then you spread them fingers and next thing you know you be like, and then you'll throw it to the side like that.
What's this little baby ball here? What 5-year-old put a ball on the court?
Yeah, and that's tough because like, okay, what okay, are we talking 8 foot? Women dunking on 8 foot?
Say 9 is fine. We ain't got to insult them. I mean, 8 foot is like bitty basketball when you're growing up at 8 years old. I'm not saying you got to go that ridiculous, but I think 9 foot is respectable.
You might as well go for the gusto.
Go for the gusto.
I'm being real because if you go for the gusto, right? The what is it? The little kids are on 8 foot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you already have that transition. I don't want to add a different transition, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm trolling.
Hey, God, now I mean, I carry my borderline misogynistic bag on my shoulder, but I'm not gonna diminish women like that.
Yo,
that's funny.
I'm being real, like, man. But no. You're right. Maybe, but I don't think it's really gonna be 9 foot. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't think you can find, because you would have to then go across America and find 9 foot hoops, and most of them are either doing 10 or 8, if they can find the 8.
Fair enough, man. I'm just saying 9 foot that baby up, man. 9 foot Let dunks happen. Let physical contact be more prevalent.
Oh, the women are physical. They just it's all right. Go ahead.
You don't see no body-to-body dunks like you see in the NBA. When John Morant dunks on somebody, it's just like you just seeing like a baby being birthed or some shit like that. Like it gives you that same type of endorphin boost.
Yeah, but the only way you're gonna get that with women is 8 foot right now, immediately.
Well, yeah, but I want to be a slow insult. I want to try 9 first. Let's try 9 first, and let's go from there. I legit think women don't want that because they don't want the optics of playing like college or high school sports in the boys play, and then you lower that bitch another foot. I think they just don't like the opposite of that. It's just like, but bruh, like it would make people want to watch you more. I mean, people intrinsically already know that it's not the same. People know that already. So just embrace it. Like, listen, man, it's a lesser sport. Just like girl football. Like, people know you got to put the lingerie joint on for guys to watch.
Well, what did tennis do?
Tennis just has lesser play. I mean, less serve, speed, and what have you. But, I mean, people just respect the sport for what it is. And women's soccer does well, too, for the respect. But those are more methodical sports. Basketball is more intensity.
Yeah, okay.
Power driven. Because tennis, you don't have like force versus force like that. It's the whole methodology of the game.
Yeah, angles, corners.
Yeah. It's the beauty of the game. Same with soccer. I mean, of course, guys. Well, let me say this. The women's USA team got beat by this damn high school team. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But it's still more watchable because the game, you can appreciate the game. You're not going to get a lot of goals. It's different. But like high intensity games, high impact intensity games like basketball and football, it's different. It's a huge drop off. And you can see it, and we can pretend all we want to that it's the same. But, if we put our damn adult glasses on, AKA reality, it's a big difference.
Yeah, I agree with you. And me, I'm just simping for the ladies. But
like that sometimes, dog.
Huh?
It'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that. We all I trick love the kids. But
that's funny,
but like I say, when it comes to women's sports, I think I'm a little different because my family's from Tennessee and outside of Knoxville. So I've been a Tennessee Vol my whole life. I've loved Candace Parker, the coach from the Tennessee Vols, watching them go against UConn. That's all I know in terms of women's sports. So when I see like intense games and I see women play sports, I get it. I don't have an expectation anybody gonna dunk.
Yeah. But
when you go out in the hoop court on Saturday, half these cats can't dunk anyway.
Yeah.
So it's. I think they have a marketing issue. I think they need a storyline. I would love to see a super team that goes like 44-0 with somebody dunking. I want them
like an undefeated season from one of them teams. An undefeated season, 2 of them, 2 undefeated seasons, and that'll make people like, damn, why they undefeated? Because women's basketball just.
I think the talent is too spread out, and it's too spread. Yeah, it's too spread out to the point to where you can't tell who's dominant. Like I was telling a guy the other day, I was like, man, you got to look at Tarazi. Tarazi she like Luka. Like if you really look at Luka game and Tarazi, they got the same.
Tarazi got game.
Yeah, but they got the exact same game. Long reach, step back, wow. No look over the European, no look over the head with both hands. It's the same old stuff. So, but I can understand for the average consumer, they're not willing to. Like I couldn't imagine myself at a sports bar watching it.
Bro, I can never on no level say, oh shit, the Sparks and the Sky playing. Let me go to a bar and get drunk and watch this. It's more like, let me see 2 highlights of the game and I'll make my opinion. And I'm just being honest, guys. I'm sorry. One thing I don't do on these streams is lie. I'm honest. And here's the funny part, man. I'll be in comment section arguing this shit about this Brittany Griner thing. And I tell all these women who say that women don't get enough respect, I'm like, when the last game you watched WNBA? Yeah, exactly. You don't even watch the shit yourself. You argue in the premise because it's convenient for you to do so. I'm just saying, listen, once you actually patronize the shit, and that's literally how you make the sport better. If y'all watched it like that, people, the numbers would show so. They would get priority in viewing, and then so on and so forth. But no, because they don't want to watch it. They just want to argue the optics. And I can't get jiggy with that shit. Let me hit Kingsey. Kingsey said the way Russ was making those easy layups, I said that, man, Russ, you have vision problem. Dude can't see well. You need context. Or, you need LASIK. That's actually a thing, man. When I played basketball, I wore glasses in real life. So later in life, 2 or 3 years ago, I went and got LASIK surgery, so I see perfectly now. I wish I'd have got this when I played basketball because I'll be honest with you, when I got older, I would go to 24-hour fitness and hoop. And sometimes I would shoot with my glasses on, see if it was different. Oh my God, it was night and day. But my ego wouldn't let me do that, in college, playing pro ball overseas. I never played basketball with my LASIK in since I've had it. But I can only imagine, like, damn, how much more accurate of a shooter would I have been with perfect vision. So I think there's something to that statement, King C. I appreciate that comment, bro. You also said earlier you think Kyrie might be pulling a Kawhi and ends up with the Clippers. Clippers was on his list and he wanted to play for. What say you? You know what? I mean, if Kyrie did something like that, I would consider that to be Machiavellian in nature, which means very surreptitiously, which means very secretive. And I don't put that past Kyrie, man. Kyrie striking is a very brilliant guy. I think he's very tone deaf at the same time. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was his end game, do some shit like that, because he's just a mysterious guy, man. He's an explorer. He's a guy always seeking knowledge. And so I would think he also lamented about him. I mean, I think he implemented wrong. He was trying to make a reference about how LeBron taught him and trying to do the same big brother thing to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They just weren't going. So I think he's slowly learning the art of manipulation. So I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, with Kyrie, I love his game. I love what he does on the court. However, I think he's just like Russell Westbrook. They're kind of they need the sun to revolve around them. I almost put them in the same lane, and almost the championship with them in the shot against Curry, against the Warriors, kind of did Curry in, because to me, it's the same thing with John Wall. You put John Wall on the Warriors, or you put John Wall on the Lakers, you put John Wall on any other team, you may see the same effect of what Kyrie does. Mm-hmm. So I love what he does, but at the same time, I'm not like in the grand scheme of winning. I see him as Russell Westbrook. Like, he needs another player to kind of offset that. But I will say that he's more of but defensively the same thing. He's a liability. You got to cover for Kyrie. You see that picture in the background? You take Kyrie and put him in Russell, you still have the same situation, right?
Theoretically, Kyrie, the difference I see with him is he can actually play off ball. Russell Westbrook can't play off ball whatsoever. Kyrie can spot up the shoot. I mean, he's shown he can do it with the gun already. So that would be the only caveat I would inject guessing.
Okay, I would say 50% to 58% compared. Like, there is a difference, but it's not
same ballpark, but not quite the same. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Y'all hit that like button, man. We giving y'all this overtime. I said I had like 10 more minutes. I mean, we're going more than 20 range, but I mean, y'all are staying engaged. The numbers are still up. Pretty cool. So I do want to, keep giving y'all this NBA talk with a guy I respect, with E Black. He mostly does on his channel. most about just life stuff and bettering yourself and simping for these hoes and shit like that. But you know, my guy E Black knows his sports too, so I'm glad y'all get to see the other side of him as well.
Yeah, you know, I got some letters on me too. I love telling people that because I know there's a difference. There's a difference between the guys that play in the gym and who had the jersey on. So
Yes.
I will strut my shit for life. I had letters. So
and you coached, so you know
yeah.
the interesting level. Yeah, absolutely.
So I love the game of hoop. Hoop saved my life, so I could talk this all night. But look, let's get back on Kyrie. What we gonna do with Kyrie though?
Kyrie gonna stay his ass in New Jersey. Well, not New Jersey. Damn, I always see him in New Jersey Nets. But I mean, again, like I put in my the video I put out, he has no leverage. Like, what can you do? And he rightfully opted in because you can't dictate the terms of shit. You have no leverage. So I think, in my estimation, the only way that New Jersey, Brooklyn sends Kyrie there, unless they just owe some, backroom favor that we don't know about, because there's no leverage. Kyrie opted in, it's done.
And that's the tough part because I think Brooklyn Nets is in the exact same space as the Lakers.
Yeah. Well, not so much. They got a wild card in Ben Simmons who may have his mind right, and they got some. Similarly, though, not as deep. I'll give you that. But if Ben Simmons is what they think he is, he's going to be a great compliment to both of them players, and maybe they might see it late. And I've always contended that. I put a video out about that. I was like, it's a perfect trade, in my opinion, man. And shout out to King C says, "Hoop, you on point. Salute to E Black TV that takes a fire, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, guys.
Yeah,
appreciate that." So, I mean, yeah, that's just how I see it, man.
They got Seth Curry, right? They picked up Seth.
Yeah.
They got Ben. They're still low on the center position, but I don't know what Blake doing, so they might run two power forwards.
Screw him, man. Blake Griffin's done. Blake Griffin's done, bro. DeMarcus Aldridge is done.
Yeah.
He may even come back another year, though. And I played against DeMarcus Aldridge in college. The best college player I played against. Like, that dude was damn near unguardable. But hey, man, listen, all good things come to an end, man.
So wait. You said LaMarcus Aldridge, right? Is he playing? What is he?
He had a heart thing, and so he left, but he came back this year.
He done.
Well, he came back this year, though. So I don't know how back he is per se.
Yeah.
You know how when you leave, you're never really the same unless you're Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis turned into a whole player again. Bobby Portis was out the league 2 years ago. Now he's back, and like Bobby Portis is like a guy again, which is very rare. Very rare.
I just don't see. I really see the Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers as the same roster now.
Brooklyn's younger.
They got
the version of the same problem.
Okay, they got Kyrie,
okay,
Seth, Kevin Durant,
yeah,
Ben Simmons, possibly Blake and Aldridge. The bench, I think they signed. I think what? Yeah, gosh. Who they got? Wait. I think Dragic. Didn't
pick up.
Yeah, like other than that, the talent level goes really down. And then not only that, you have to have backups or big. So I'm not really seeing anything other than what the Lakers got. If AD goes down, who's backing him up?
Yeah.
So if Ben Simmons goes or Aldridge goes, then who's backing them up? Blake. And so I see them in a similar purgatory. They're just kind of like, okay, if everybody's healthy, yeah, they're the best team in the league. But
Nets got TJ Warren. That's a pretty good signing. They re-signed Patty Mills. That's a really good signing.
Oh, they signed Patty?
Yep, and they got Goran Dragic signed as a free agent. which he was an understudy from your boy.
He was on the Heat, right?
Yeah, he was under Steve Nash actually. He started off with the Suns.
Oh yes, yeah.
So there's the familiarity in that capacity. Yeah, so they got some shit up, man.
Yeah. Like I said, it's based on health, and
yeah, agree with you.
It's really based on health, and I think once you start seeing a team go, the one thing I do recognize about the NBA is like once the team starts going like 5-8, that's when the injury starts happening. They're shutting it down.
Yeah.
The GM says, "Oh, you're hurt now."
Agreed.
So I
think Joe Harris. So I mean, the Nets gonna be all right, man. They actually in a better state than the Lakers, bro.
Well, and the Eastern Conference is weaker, so I would say
traditionally, yes, not so much recently. So we'll see, man. It's a the Nets got something to work with, man. I guess in summation is what I'm trying to say. They got something to work with. Shout out to Keith Smith the Builder, say Cliff, Hoop, Jordan, Big Props, man. Appreciate you, Keith. Appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah, I still think the Nets have a lot of the same issues that Lakers have. They have one superstar with a lot of unhealthy sub superstars, and then after that the talent levels goes drastically down.
Simply okay.
So
I don't think we had the same bench the Lakers have. I'm sorry, the Nets have.
Say what?
I don't think the Lakers have the same bench that the Nets have. Let me check. Lakers.
I would love to see what, like I said, I will say the East Coast, when you have teams like Miami, like the Miami is more fluid. Like every year there's probably new, there's a new team, whereas the West Coast is more staunch. You're going to have Dallas, Memphis is now emerged, Minnesota has emerged, Warriors, Suns, like that. That's already 5-6 teams. You only got 2 spots after that, and traditionally the West Coast is for the last couple of years have been fighting for that last 2. This is just a matter of who's going to win. The East Coast, and this is not about the East Coast, but it's the Eastern Conference. Traditionally, it's just a matter of who's the best East Coast team out of that bunch, rather than a conference.
I'm with you. So for the update, we signed Thomas Bryant. He started off with the Lakers, and so he went to Washington, and he's back. So he's a center. I guess Lonnie Walker, the 4th, he actually from Kimball. He came from San Antonio Spurs, so that's a good addition. Damian Jones, not familiar too much with that. Young brother, we got Scottie Pippen Jr. signed to a 2-way contract. Mike McClung, who was like the G League hero for the longest.
Now, Mike McClung is on us, the Warriors.
Okay, so the Warriors got Mike McClung?
Yeah.
Okay, so he had a 2-way contract, so I guess they picked his option up. So, yeah, I mean, we got basically, what's that boy name? Damian Jones, Lonnie Walker, the 4th, and Thomas Bryant, and Max Christie. I think the Nets got a better situation than us, bro. Just saying. Scottie Pippen Jr., that don't move my needle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nets got a better. So let's look at the actual depth chart.
Now Shaquille's son, I actually am intrigued in that.
He actually got cut today, so he's done.
Oh, what? They cut him?
He got cut today, done.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man, our depth chart don't look great. We got Russell Westbrook, Avery Bradley, DJ Augustine backing up. Guy Love, UT Hook'em Horns. I got my UT shirt on today. I know I'm not cammed up today, but I'll come up a little bit. It's kind of blurry, but whatever.
The thing about it is, traditionally,
I got my UT on Hook'em Horns.
Hook'em Horns.
Yeah, so You know, I'm rocking with DJ Augustine, but yeah, no.
No, and I like that. The reason why is because I can see a situation where Westbrook is sitting on the bench looking at DJ Augustine and DJ Warren running off. I can see that. I just like if AD go down, then
Yeah, it's finished. If AD can't stand the rain, like not like New Edition, it's done. If we can't stand the rain, if he can't be healthy, it's done. It ain't nothing to talk about. It ain't a damn thing to talk about. So we just got to be honest about how these things go. So it is what it is.
But they're good enough to beat majority of the teams on the West, like the bottom feeders on the West. Like Portland may have to sit this year out again. Who else is on the West? That's good. Utah is gonna probably have to sit out this year. Sacramento, of course. The West Coast has enough teams to where that are definitely trash enough to where the Lakers can get into that 9th seed and do a play-in with the team that they have. The East Coast, I still believe the Nets have a good enough team to play to get 6th place.
The Nets are good of 6th place, you said?
Yeah, at the least. Anything below 6 in the East Coast is like uncivilized.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Georgia going to Bulls? Oh, really?
Interesting.
Now that's a good team.
The Bulls kind of got a problem at point guard because Lonzo set that bar so high.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he played well, man. He had DeMar DeRozan like a throwback player. And not only that, but an MVP candidate. So, shout out to Lonzo, man. So, if Lonzo...
They got hit with the injuries, right?
That's what I'm saying. So, if he does go down on injuries again, you got to have something in place. And so, I'm not mad at him having insurance policy and going and driving. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to rock. And so, yeah, man. Shaq's son is Dunzo, my guy. Willie Black, man. Shit, I'm about to shut this bad boy down. I'm about to step out with the lady.
Okay. All right, man. Leave us married men at home on YouTube. While your single ass go ahead.
No, I ain't single, man. We live together, bro.
Okay. No. I'm sorry. I mean, why you go?
Yeah, I'm living a quasi married life, bro.
It's always a pleasure, man. I'm gonna let you close out your show, man.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for coming through, E Black. Man, right, keep doing your thing, bro. And I appreciate you so much joining me today, man. Thank y'all, man. Y'all hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to hit the Cash App, you can. If you want to do the Super Chat thing, you can as well. Appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.
And shout out to Hoop Shark, man. I'm gonna add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoop Shark. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoop Shark. Shout out to
Hoop Shark.